What's up, guys? Johan Bester here. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, you're not back. Let me try again. What's up, guys? Johan Bester here. Welcome to the channel. If you're a returning viewer, I really appreciate your support, your subscription, your likes, your shares. And if this is your first time, a special welcome to you. On this channel, we talk about all things human voice, and mainly, lately, in the form of reaction videos or analysis, vocal analysis of singers. I like to do well-known singers. It's tricky with the copyright on the music, so I don't do a lot of that. But I really enjoy watching The Voice, Idols, Got Talent shows, and chatting about what makes a singer connect with us. Why is it that we say, oh, that was great, that was amazing, that was beautiful, I really like that? You know, all those statements are very subjective, but what causes me to connect? What causes me to say it was great, it was beautiful, it was wonderful? Trying to give people who are maybe not, studying The Voice, just trying to give people some handles, something to measure things by, like have some knowledge whereby you can qualify why something is good or not good or beautiful or not beautiful. Anyway, we're going to listen to McKinley Brown, her audition in American Idol. And it was a beautiful story. And I think she sang well. I checked it out this morning. So let's me and you share that moment together. And then we'll chat about her singing, what made it the way it was. And then we will hear from the American Idol judges.
Who you are, where are you from?
I am McKinley Brown. I'm from Newcastle, Indiana, and I'm 17 years old.
And who is this you have with you?
This is my dad, my best friend.
This is your dad?
Yeah.
Good God, man. Dad, you doing all right?
Yeah.
Don't cry. Don't start crying yet, Dad. I know.
Hang in there, Dad.
Let me sing first, at least.
I'm doing good.
What does this audition mean to you?
This audition is confirmation to me. I've been through a lot.
Good.
You got this. Tell us about it.
All through elementary, I had a lot of friends, I had a lot of fun. I always knew who I was. But when I started middle school, things really started to change for me. Just because of the way that I dressed and the way that I looked and the way that I sang. When you are being who you are and everyone's telling you every day, like all the time, oh, you're fat, you're ugly, you're worthless. I just gave in. Well, maybe these people are right. And so I went through a really hard time with not eating.
When you know somebody's hurting your kids, it's very heartbreaking. And then you also realize that your kid is hurting herself, which
Takes it to a whole other place.
We were in doctors and hospitals all the time because my body was just failing. Like one of the last hospital trips I took, the doctor looked me in the face and was like, "You're gonna die. Like, your life's almost over." It really opens your eyes.
she had to find her voice and realize she wasn't created to fit in. I feel like I've got my daughter back.
My dream now is to just follow my heart, and I've known that for the longest time, and I lost it, and I'm here, and I found it again, and that's why I'm here.
And by the way, it's a victory just for you to be here.
Yeah.
Enjoy this.
All right.
All right, take the pressure
I
off.
am.
What are you going to...
Before he says, what are you going to share with us or sing for us, I just feel the need to quickly chat about what she's gone through. You know, when I hear American kids say, but then in middle school, I mean, I think you're the same. We almost know what's coming, because that's a super, super challenging age group. So when I taught in schools in Australia, Some schools there also had middle school, which was a new concept to me because in South Africa we only have primary and high school. Man, and that was my least favorite age group to teach. I love all you middle schoolers. I still love the kids and I still love teaching, but that was the most challenging for me because of what happens identity formation-wise in that age group. So if anything, I hope what people take from McKinley's story is just stop caring and listening to and about what other people say. Just, that's easy to say. I'm a victim of that myself. Even at 51 years old and having gone through everything that I have in my life, I still sometimes fall victim to other people's opinions. But we should teach our young ones. It's not about what other people think. It's about what you know about yourself. When little kids come up to me and say, Mr. she said I'm ugly. Or she said I lied. Or she said I took her pencil, in school type scenarios. Then I'd always say to them, is that the truth? What they said? And then the kids would go, no. And I'd go, well, why do you care? Why do you care about what she said or he said if it's not the truth? And unfortunately, the digital world that we live in and social media has just ramped this up to a level of evil almost. Kids, look at the scrolling texts behind her when she was talking, Kids are on so many platforms and places where people can just run their mouth, just say whatever they want, and not ever be held accountable for it. So what I say is stop being so connected to those kinds of apps and platforms and stuff. Be connected to people in real time, face to face, in real relationships, and then be very picky about whose opinion you're gonna allow to affect you. Honestly, it's very sad what she's gone through, and her story is millions of people's story. But I just feel we need to start talking to each other and saying, hey, this is us in our household. We love each other. We care about each other. We know each other. We know what is the truth. That's what we care about. We don't care about other people's opinions. Easier said than done, I know.
What are you going to sing for us?
I'm singing Love on the Brain by Rihanna today.
Oh, we're ready for you.
All right, let's go.
I love it.
You want from me, and I tried to buy your pretty heart, but the price too high. Baby, you got me like gold in love when I fall apart. So you can put me together and throw me against the wall. Baby, you got me like don't you stop loving me, don't quit loving me, just start loving me. Oh, and babe, I'm fist fighting with fire just to get close to you. Can we burn something, babe?
Sure.
And I run for miles just to get a taste. Must be love on the brain that's got me feeling this way. It beats me black and blue, and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain, and it keeps cursing my name. No matter what I do, I'm no good without you, and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain.
So cool. So I often say that singers should use the 90 seconds or 2 minutes they have or whatever to show, you know, what they can do. That's the point of the audition. And oftentimes I will say, well, that song didn't really have enough range, like pitch range, to show off some skills. It's just safe. It just sits in an octave or so. So it was a little bit the case for a big part of this song, which is in F major. And then I saw her going down to the low F, ba 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 ba, which is really low, and really controlling it well and emoting on that sound. It was a connected sound at one stage. It was a bit of a crackly sound. She modified the vowel. She made it real dark. So then she went from there to there. So she covered more than an octave and a half. So I was like, okay, great use of the key and of the available pitch range in the song in that key. So I think really smart. She seems really intelligent about in the way that she goes about her music. You know, some singers are just what I would call an intelligent musician. It's not only instincts, there's an intelligence behind it. And I think she's very intelligent in how she goes about this. Then, secondly, there were a number of different kinds of sound that she produced. Like I said, the crackly bits, even low. She crackled a bit, a bit of a rasp on the voice in the slightly higher places. Around there, which is not high, but the higher part of the melody. Then she had breathy, like disconnected. She had full voice. She had the flip into the falsetto. She had the first U, which almost seemed like a flip, but it wasn't. It was just making use of the changing resonance of the sound from a chest resonant to a more sort of mixed resonance sound. So she really displayed a lot of vocal skill. And then thirdly, I think, I just loved the way that she interpreted the song. Turn it into sort of a bluesy, you know, vibe, melodies, changing the melodies. And I always say, you know, when somebody alters the melody so it doesn't sound like karaoke, and they change the melody here and there to make it their own, then sometimes they do it in a way that takes something away from what the song's original intention was. You know what I mean? Like the song's not recognizable. What the song always felt like to you doesn't feel the same anymore. It's lost something because people try to change it. But I feel the way she changed it really did make it her own and made it a unique rendition of the song that was authentically her. There was a great vibe between her and her dad, obviously, but just there was also a great vibe coming from her artistically. So yeah, I really enjoyed the whole thing a lot. I think she's only 17, so she's still quite young, but having gone through and survived what she did, I think she's a very sorted out 17-year-old in that sense. Identity-wise, I think she now knows who she is. Strong family roots, it seems like. Strong relationships in the family, which is, again, this is the you know, what's the phrase, what's the saying? A civilization rises and falls by its family units. And that's why I think it's so sad what's going on in the world. There's so many things going on in the world culturally, especially in the West, that seems to be aimed at destroying the family unit, which is so sad because that's what she has to hold on to. That is the truth. Like I said in the beginning, she should have strong family relations. Everybody should. Every child growing up should have a place of safety in the family where they go, I know that's authentic, that's real, that's the truth. That's where I'm accepted for who I am. That's where I get true love, also feedback and criticism but in love and in a graceful way, you know, because of love, because of a strong family relationships between a dad and children and a mum and children and a mum and a dad. Yeah. Maybe I should start that extra channel where I talk about life. I don't know. Let's see what the judges said.
All right. You did that.
I did. Oh
Yeah,
my
you did.
God.
Okay. So all that teasing in school about your voice and all behind you.
Now I'm sitting right here in front of you guys.
Just throw that behind you. That was great. Luke, what do you think about this young lady?
One of the most important things in this journey of American Idol is for someone to kind of have a thing. And you just got a thing, you know. It's not like you have a thought process when you sing. You just sing because it just comes out of you. You look like that you were born to do this.
You know, our value comes from deep inside. A self-love that I had to go on a journey to find. And thank God you found it before you started.
Ah.
Because now the house will be built correctly.
A lot of times what artists don't realize is they wait till they get about 35 to 40 and then crash and burn. Right? You crash and burn early.
Yeah.
So you
Is
got
that what
out
I'm
of
in
the
the
way.
middle of right now?
Yeah. See, you crash and burn early. So from here on out, now you go, okay, I did that. Now you've got all of that nice sunshine right in front of you.
That's right.
I can spot your voice from any other contestant. That's called style.
Yeah.
So I just think we need to vote you up to the next level and get this onto the future. Luke, what do you think about it?
Yes.
Kate?
I say top 24, at least.
Wow!
It's a yes.
Wow. You know what? I'll stand up on this because number one, it's a yes, and number two, you're going to Hollywood!
Everything you... Nice. Yeah, loved it. They loved it. I think Katie said some true words there. So did Lionel, so did Luke. And like I sometimes jokingly say, sometimes they say some valuable things. No, they often say valuable things. I think all three of them also has a heart for people. It's very clear. Not just a job for them or whatever. I think also the reason that they've stayed there for 6 seasons now as a trio says a lot. I think it works for the producers. It works for the show. It works with the 3 different personalities and their 3 different genres and eras and everything they come from. But mainly for me, it works because they all seem to be caring human beings. And I love that, and I respect them for that. Thanks for checking in. I hope you enjoyed spending the time with me, and until we speak again, please take care of yourself. Before you go, let me just take an opportunity to remind you of my Patreon page, Charisma Performing Arts Patreon page. That's for people like you who are really serious about developing your voice, enhancing your ability to communicate more effectively using your voice, whether it's for speaking or singing. Patreon, check it out. The link is in the description.